Hi, ciao everyone. My name is Vivianna. Welcome to my channel. I just want to first of all say thank you so much for all my new subscribers. It's amazing. And thank you for all the support for anyone who's returning. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. So, today is Karma Friday, I guess, but anytime you're watching this is a great time to watch. So today we're going to do what is the karma in this situation? What happened and what is the karma for this situation? As you know, or maybe as you don't know, karma is about balancing the energies. It's not all about punishment and reward. It's just balancing things out, how you give, what you give is what you ultimately receive. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually you will. And that can show up in external and internal ways. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you would like a reading, you can check out below for all my information. And if you found this pick a card to be very helpful to you, you can leave a tip if you're able to, but any forms of support means so much to me. So thanks so much for watching, and let's get started. So we have pile number 1, the green beads, pile number 2, the red lipstick, pile number 3, the aquamarine crystals, and pile number 4, the star necklace. Isn't that cute? So make your selection. You can always select another one, and we're going to get started with pile number 1, the green beads. Okay, the green beads. If you're pile number 1, welcome. So let's get some of the cards out that I already shuffled. I haven't seen them myself, so this is interesting. Healing is the color of the heart chakra. And we have consciousness. So what happened with this situation? Let's get some information. And we have choices. And we have not for you. And I got a channel message about savings, so this could have to do with money or something you're saving up or something that you really worked on hard for. You feel like it was taken away from you here. First thought was money. I mean, green money as well. But it could be anything. But let's get more info to get more specific. All right, so we have a Pisces. This person is 11th house. Doesn't have a Pisces, but a strong Pisces here. The 11th house, this has to do with a group. With consciousness, I'm seeing that you were connected to a group and you all kind of told each other your business. Like you felt like it was the circle of trust. You felt like you could trust these people here. This actually got switched. So there is a Mars energy there, though, as well. Competitiveness, backbiting, backstabbing. But there was one person in particular that you really felt you could trust in the situation, and you thought that they were different, but they were actually like the ringleader of it all. They're very good at playing the game. They're very good at being socially talking to people and charming here. Not for you. They made you feel like you were always in the middle here. They're definitely playing a game like it was a game of chess, I tell you that. But your spirit guides is looking there and saying, not so fast. Don't you know who spirit guide is attached to this person here? We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We have choices. Definitely seeing choices here. 2 choices. Something you're trying to make a decision. I feel like this person influenced you in a way that kept you very stuck. Maybe you lost your savings, or you felt like you wasted your money. Felt like you were wasting your money. You wasted your money on something, an investment scam for some of you. Whether this was completely intentional or not, This person didn't care too much either way, but they made it seem like they did. So that's what really bothered you about this whole situation. Maybe you didn't have a lot to go on to begin with in terms of your money here. Some of you are students. Have the Page of Swords. I see a student energy, like you're more of a student, you're someone learning something, coming to something new. And there was someone here where everyone kind of acquiesced to this person and gave them what they wanted, but this person acted like, you know, they were giving justice to the situation, but really they weren't. They couldn't care less within the situation. They're actually more cool and detached than you thought they were. But they definitely have empathy. It's just more selective empathy, to be honest with you. You may have known this person for a long time, actually, here. Definitely has to do with money. I see you're an earth sign here, most likely. This person took you out of the running for something that would really have helped you on top of what you already had, but instead they excluded you from the situation. You're someone who has a lot of motivation here. I did want to come back to the houses as well. So we have the 7th house here, which is also talking about, you know, partnership and dealing with other people. So they really ruined your image, I think, when it comes to dealing with people. This person is the Wizard of Oz of making things seem a certain way. You're actually very grounded. I'm seeing like an earth or a fire sign here. But they acted like they were naive, like they were, oh, I'm a hopeless romantic, you know, but they weren't even that. They knew exactly what they were doing. If anything, they have more of a fiery streak to them and opportunistic, where they sort of want to just oversee things. They had people watching you. They have people watching other people here. But I'm hearing something about they didn't want you to feel protected, or they somehow made it that you weren't protected in this situation. And they pushed you very strongly into one direction. More information. This person's envious of you because you have peace. They may have had a lot of money, but some of their money came from a partnership or an inheritance, and you know, so it's at the end of the day, it's not really even theirs. They are very smart and they're good with people, but what they actually do, they're not very good at here. It's like they sold you a dream to get money off of you. You didn't really need it, or give money to someone else that they wanted to impress here. I feel like they had a partner that maybe was doing some kind of investment scam. This is reminding me of the Poker King. We have the 8th house, intimacy. I definitely feel like it was someone that they like. They're in a partnership and a marriage, and they did it for them, for their approval, but they're also like that themselves, you know? We have Neptune dreams here. This person is very dreamy. They have eyes that you kind of get hypnotized by here. But they're also someone who's very much of an escapist. They leave situations when they get too tough. They leave them physically, mentally, check out, and you really needed your help. You really needed their help at one point, and they weren't around. They weren't around. They're pretending not to be around anymore for you. They weren't available. They might have even put it on you that you were too much, you were a burden, and they acted like a martyr, but this person's anything but that. So we have deceit, yeah. We have this deceit here. This person was very deceitful about the situation. We've got the curtains here, very much an actor. They might be into the occult, but maybe more of a dark side of the occult. Hexes, that type of thing. Recommend doing a cleansing here. This could be a karmic person or a lesson that you did need to learn, because it seems like it was pretty brutal, because you're a very smart person and you've learned a lot in your life because of the things you've been through. But this situation had to happen one way or another. They kept you in a very complacent kind of state here. Let's get more from me. Left you behind when things were going like really good for them, or they acted like things were going very good for them. Things were busier for them. Jupiter kind of energy I'm seeing here. Rewards and recognition. Yeah, this person does have a spiritual gift as well. So they've been using it in a bad way. And leading you in a bad direction. Leading you in a very bad direction here. I feel like you left this situation or you're in the process of getting away from it. They have followers and people that watch them and maybe know about you either way. And they look at you or they're staying out of it and staying neutral. But other people have an idea of how this person operates, but maybe they have a little bit more privilege or social capital themselves, other people, to kind of stay out of the situation and not support you. So they weren't really the greatest friends to you at the end of the day. Wow, sorry about that. That's tough, you know, money and situation around you. So what is the karma for this situation now? What is the karma for this situation? I did write down a karma thing that came up before I started a channeled message here about cyclical. I'm feeling like their karma is going to be stuck in a cycle of always being envious of other people, never being happy for what they have. And that's maybe something they're already like. But I feel like there's something like, oh, this is my greatest conquest. I really brought someone down. And that person was you. So I feel like they thought that this was going to make them feel better about themselves. They thought that their partner was going to really care about them more and see them as more worthy. They're always trying to get the attention and approval of their partner here. Someone they're married to or someone that they're in a relationship with here. But what they don't know is this person cheats on them. This person that they are going with, the person that they're dating is somewhat of a cult leader here. They're very they're very much an enigma themselves. And they really get a lot of their ideas of how to manipulate people from their partner, actually. So it's not even them being the charming place. It's the person that they know. And this person, their partner pressures them to do things. It's not, they do it because they want to, but it's not necessarily that they would do it completely otherwise here. So let's get some karma for this situation. What's happening now? Let's get the dice first and see. So what this movement that they've made, how is this going to affect? What houses is going to affect in their life? Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels are coming through towards me today. So we have the 9th house here. We have Sagittarius. I'm seeing movement for you here, and I'm seeing a lot of things working out a lot better for you here. We have the 9th house, which is all about getting inspiration. I feel like you've been a bit stuck, so I see you taking a trip or a journey and getting more education, actually, from this situation. Especially if you have your own business and it had to do with your own business or a career that you have, I see you going into school. I see an inheritance coming towards you for money, so that's your good karma here. Their karma within the situation, let's see. For them, I definitely see that things are going to go downhill for them. Arrows pointing down here. People are going to see that they ripped off some of the things that they had in a curriculum. Maybe they had some type of course, timeshare kind of thing or course, but either way, they ripped it off someone else. And they thought that they were so meticulous about this and good, but they really weren't as good as they thought they were. So with that Saturn energy, is coming into a lot of restrictions for them. Within their relationship, within what else? We have the 7th house too, yeah. So with their marriage and their relationship as well is going to be impacted. What other house will be impacted here in particular? And we also have the 6th house will be impacted a lot. Talking about work and service, particularly when it comes to service. People aren't going to trust them. I see the people around them that didn't help you I'm hearing something about bailing out. They have to bail out their company or file for bankruptcy. They're going to scam people more than ever. And the people that didn't want to help you before, they're going to get scammed even worse. And it's really going to be their fault at this point because they didn't think that they could be. The people around you, they didn't think that they could be, or they think that they knew what they were doing. But those people around too, they watched you suffer, they didn't help you. They knew things they didn't tell you either. They didn't warn you. They wanted you in, because maybe it was some type of pyramid scheme to a certain extent too. You're over this manipulation, and people are going to start seeing them for what they really are. That they're not this they're not this hopeless romantic with their partner and fairy tale marriage here and love people and community. It's actually very much different than that, where they are collecting, taking things from people, and very vengeful. But you, I'm hearing you left that situation. We have the Four of Wands here too. I am seeing them having to leave this situation here in less than they came with towards this town. I feel like it was a town. They might even be humiliated at some type of celebration or some event that they hold. Because they're so... They seem to be very cocky to me and like being in the public eye here. So I just see not being good for them. Yeah, definitely not. Got the moon here. So the crab crawling out of the pond, representing consciousness. The things that are being hidden coming to light with the moon. Moon's also representing Pisces very strongly here. Also have a Taurian energy, could be their partner. Maybe they're announcing a pregnancy or something, so they feel like they got to scam extra hard because they want to have children or something. There's going to be an announcement about that here. Then we've got the 10 of Swords here. I just see this situation coming across as people seeing particularly the partner in the situation first, someone very bullheaded, and someone who's just very materialistic at the end of the day. This is going to happen before the holiday time. Four of Wands representing the holidays. So something happening within the holidays where they want to have some party or something, but it's not going to work out the way that they think it's going to. Some of you, they may have a Cindy or Cynthia, but it could be the letter C, their name. Got Aquarius energy here too. But their intimacy and that house is definitely going to be eroded because of what they did to you at this situation. They had karma. What I'm hearing is that they were going to be able to get away with this for a long time, actually. A lot longer, but something about you came in to be their karma here. It's like you came here and it's like, oh, this is too, everyone's like, this is too good to be true. You had a lot of positive energy to you here and motivation and very practical. So they really took advantage of you, where the other people, they didn't as much, right? And that's where they got fucked up. That's where they went wrong within this situation. Because you're strong on your own. I'm feeling like you are an Aries. You are someone who's going to be recognized for your good karma, for standing up for this situation too. People do see you as a leader. I do feel like you worry sometimes people see you as too hot-headed. Yeah, maybe sometimes, but I feel like in this situation, this is needed. So you're definitely going to rock their socks off with that. I'm also seeing the 4th house here. So any kind of stability is not going to be theirs. I tell you that right now. So let's get one more card. To end this all off before we go on to second pile. What is the ultimate message we have to say for the end here? 2 cards wanted to come up. We got Rose, Love, Cedar, Wisdom. Yeah, so this came out in reverse, but I do feel like their love is going to be definitely, I see a divorce, I see a breakup here, and this is going to be very bad for this person's image, because image is very important to this person. We have Cedar Tree and Wisdom. You've come out of this situation. You have the green here. I feel like you chose green for a reason, to reignite the love in your heart for yourself, compassion for people around you. Even though a lot of people around you did you wrong, it's almost as though you're going to come into this situation, you're going to feel more love for yourself and other people around you more than ever. I do see a lot of movement for you as well. So everything that they tried to use against you is coming back to you. Your love, your passion, your wisdom, your hard work, it's coming towards you. You're going to get your rewards for that. Jupiter, because you're someone who's very, and then Aquarian energy, and I would say you are someone who's very, I feel like you're very eccentric, like you're fire, like air energy here. You are a trailblazer here, and I do feel like this situation, this diversity, and this challenge is definitely made you a better listener. It made you just better at nourishing yourself and caring for yourself and being more independent and not going through like a hive mind like I'm seeing here, and not caring so much about what other people think, and really upping your protection here. So thanks for watching pile number 1. Let me know if it resonates. Thumbs up if it does. And you can check out, if you want to learn anything about me, check out my About Me. And there's a lot of info there about my background, what practices from my heritage and my ancestry do I bring to my practice, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and ciao. Hi, so if you picked pile number 2, this red lipstick, here is your pile. So a few things that I did see is third party. I also see elf could mean something to you, or those initials could mean something, first, middle, or last possibly here. Also seeing that someone had a birthday in September. This person had a birthday in September here. We have delight. Also have more information though, so let's get that. Protection, in between worlds, and complicated. 2 of these came out. Rigid. Okay. Rigid. All right. Someone was really jealous of you here. It was a third party in a situation. You were kind of in between things, naive or new to something here. You were actually quite a delight. Someone really had their eyes on you and they really liked you. But this person tried to keep this person under lock and key here. We have rigid and complicated. It's reminding me of like, it's complicated, the relationship you had with someone here, a situationship, but let's get the dice rolling here. We have Uranus. So something that was eccentric, something different, something that was complicated for other people. This person could be a Sagittarius, and we have the 3rd house. So 3rd house talking about, you know, psychological foundation here, the roots of things. Right off the bat, it feels like there's someone who got in between a relationship. Let's get some information. They really, someone was really controlling someone. This person really saw you as a delight. They saw you as like beautiful, apple of their eye. Thank you, spirit guides and ancestors, for bringing these messages right now towards me, to bring these messages for those who are watching right now. You are someone who's new to the area. I feel like Spirit wants to say you're protected. You may have a black dog or your spirit. The power animals that may be surrounding you, snake or a wolf or a panther or a black dog here. This person reminds you of someone from the past here. You felt like they were very upfront about things, and to a certain extent that they were. Even in the things that they didn't say, it was like they wanted you to fill in the blanks. I feel like you might have been an earth sign, Virgo in particular. You put in a lot of work because you felt like they were putting in the same work, and they really did like you, but they kind of had it made. Like they had people around them, you know? They had a situation here. Let's see. They had a complicated, they tell everyone, oh, it's complicated. Like they're their relationship status here. So maybe they had someone else. So who's the perpetrator here, though? So the 4. They always say that they want peace. Maybe this recognize, oh, I want peace. I want peace of the situation here. But it's always like they were looking another way. You're very strong. You're very guided. Once again, you have spirit animal, spirit cat here as well. You're a very strong person. You bring a lot of optimism and you have a lot of Jupiter energy to you. You're very nurturing as well, and that's what they appreciated about you. It's like they had someone, but they dropped the cup on that person. You know, they didn't care so much about this person. They were very distracted. Unbalanced here. Definitely pointing to a Sagittarius. You have strong abilities, psychic abilities here. You felt like something was going on with this situation when they stopped giving to you, when they stopped. They kind of left you out in the cold. Little do you know there's like 2 other people or a few other people that they've kind of left like this in a situation. This is a pattern for them. They've done this with their own family here. They're spying on you. And they had a third party. They had a third party situation person. This person also is very intimate with this person here. Does this person have anything to do with it? Person they're dealing with is like a Taurus or a Leo, and they might do something similar to what you do, where they're jealous as well of what you do. They might even be more jealous of the situation than the person you were seeing somewhat. I feel like they tried to mess with your perception, your image here. They told people behind your back about your business or socially something about you that they knew other people wouldn't like. You weren't aware of it. Business went down. People stopped calling here. And you're wondering what the hell is going on. You knew there was something. I think that's what made it harder in ways. And you're definitely someone who's noticed and people do want to help you. So that bothered them a lot as well. You're a very empathetic person. People care about you here. You kind of had a way that you were going too. I feel like there's this direction. I also see that the flamingo is something that is very important to this pile. So think about what a flamingo means to you. Maybe it's even the way that the flamingo looks. Maybe you have beautiful long legs. You have an elegant, like slender neck here. You know, we've got the flamingo with a crown on its head. Or you carry yourself in a way that's very regal and elegant here. We have the star as well, right? And then we have the mystic. Yeah, you're very mystic. I feel like the person, either the person that the third party you were dealing with saw what you were doing and wanted to become more like you, so they thought if they could take your ideas and then damage your image and business at the same time, they could take you down and do better for themselves. The person you like didn't like that at all, one bit. Maybe. So I feel like there's 2 people here that are going to get karma. Him or her, or the person that you care about, or you cared about in the situation, and the third party, because the third party is very vindictive and controlling. They may have tried love spells and stuff, but I don't feel like they're very good at any of what they do, and it's very greedy. They don't understand the basic principles of what they were doing, really, so it backfired on them. I do see, whether you have experienced prosperity or not, that prosperity is going to come to you with the Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Spirit of Cups, because you've really gone towards your soul and your heart here. We have the Four of Cups here. I see, because they're doing what they've done to you, this person doesn't want to be with them anymore. The person that you like doesn't want to be with them anymore. The Four of Cups. I hear something like in their mind saying, I might be like that, but I don't want the person I'm with like that. I feel like I'm seeing like a wedding dress here. Maybe they're going to get engaged or married, or this person wanted to get engaged and married to them. But they said something like, oh, you know, I could only see her as my wife, and that maybe that's you here. So this person is really pretty pissed off here. We have the Three of Wands, which is representing this third-party situation. I feel like they're like equally attracted, or at least sexually attracted to both of you here. So they both, you know, he or she, this person in the situation is hubby material, but I'd say it's more of a male here. Three of Wands, like just fireworks, you know? But they just really at the end of the day connect with you, and they're getting more turned off by this other person more and more by the day. They really led you down the garden path, or it's something that they always kind of do, you know, and they thought, okay, maybe let's work for this person, but didn't realize that your business and your life started taking off the second that they kind of left it, or you left them. So what is the karma for this situation here? We have Libra, balance, then we have the South Node, past. This is definitely a karmic lesson for the person that screwed with you here, for sure. And I see as Libra energy coming in that you're definitely going to get your just desserts here. Balance is going to come back into the situation here. Solar calm, because they tried to bring didn't try to bring clarity to you. There's going to be a lot of clarity, and what they did is going to come out not just to you but to everyone. So I see this becoming very public to the people around them, particularly if they are famous or have any type of platform or notorious, like anything. I do definitely see that also being ruined for them. We have retrograde, review, and we have think here and Pisces. Strong Pisces energy. Review. I also feel like someone's going to be looking at their taxes, or, you know, reviewing something, and it's going to put them into retrograde. It's going to put them into a lot of misunderstandings, miscommunications with people. They have to pay something back here. Their thinking is going to be kind of screwed up, and this mask is going to be revealed here. They don't have a lot of sensitivity, but I feel like this is the situation that they're going to get into. The third party and the person you're dealing with, they're going to need that, and they're going to be called out for not having that. So that's another thing that's going to happen that's not going to allow them to succeed. It's like a new era within their industry of what they do is going to come in, which is going to really have them have to be sensitive and fake something that they can't. I do see a lot of movement for you. Let's end it off here. Diversity, yeah. Definitely coming into something with diversity. I feel like this person is very much in a bubble. They grew up a certain way with a certain amount of people around them that were very similar to them, always agree with them, and they're going to have to, a situation's coming in with movement where they're going to have to adapt and adjust, and they're going to be called out very strongly for not being able to adapt to a situation, and any kind of bigoted beliefs, any kind of closed-minded beliefs are going to come out. And they don't even need to say anything up front for people to see that they are not who they truly think they are. Something they're going to slip out with their mentality, and they're going to think it's okay for what they've said, but people are going to look at them and be like, red flag. So if they're trying to get investments or any kind of money, I don't see that coming in for them. And I see for this other person that they're going to be exposed as well as taking from you. And someone in the spiritual community is going to ask them about something. Maybe they appropriated or took something from someone else as well as you, and that person's going to call them out pretty hard. So yeah, let's get I do have a thing here too where it says lost ring. So with this situation, I feel like maybe they thought that they were going to get the ring from this person here. It was never theirs. I don't feel like it was ever theirs anyways, but I feel like if they ever thought they were going to, by any means, they will not get that in that situation, and they may have a very hard time with any type of relationship after this situation for both of them. I don't see either of them staying together, and I don't feel like the relationships are going to be any easy or have any type of upper hand the way that they did with the situation with you. And that is their karma within that situation. First house is really going to be infected. So they wanted to ruin your image. Their image is being ruined here. And then we have the 5th house is going to be very badly damaged here as well, which is talking about self-expression. So how they express themselves is going to come off very wrong, no matter how hard they try for it to come off a certain way. So thank you so much for watching pile number 2. If that resonated for you, make sure to leave me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know how that resonated for you. And thank you for watching. Ciao. So if you picked pile number 3, we have the aquamarine here. Let's get this. So someone had a March birthday, so I'm thinking this person could be a Pisces. We have universal love. What other cards did I get out of this situation? I had comfort in reverse. I saw slander. I saw loyalty, definitely disloyalty here. By the book. So yeah, I definitely feel with this pile that someone that you loved really went by the book with this situation and cut you out of something here. But let's get more information. You're very loyal to this party here. So there's a family member. Or someone close to the family here. We have the North Node talking about destiny. And the 6th house, we have Sagittarius. So they can have Sagittarian energy. And I definitely feel... Yeah, there's a North Node and there's the South Node, actually. Sorry, this is the South Node. So they're dealing with a lot of karma already, I feel. And particularly within work. So you came along and they took advantage of you and you thought that, you know, they would help you out, but they didn't. This is an uncle for some of you here. Let's get some cards. They really worked you hard. They were by the book. You kind of knew that, but you felt like maybe when you knew them in the past, they were very comforting towards you, right? But as you got older, it's like they did this to you. You saw the real side to them, or how they were, or how they saw you here. With this coming up here. Number 1 in terms of image. They made you really nervous. You couldn't really think straight here. You had a lot of anxiety in this situation. Yeah, they kind of left you out for the dollar. They left you out of the situation. Maybe they had a party and they left you out of it. They gave every other employee a gift but you right in front of you here. They came across very greedy, and other people around you didn't like you to begin with because you were the boss's relative here. So they thought, oh, nepotism, right? But you actually had a good foundation. You're someone who's a very hard worker. You were like their one person that was always kind of helping them all the time, but they were running you ragged here. They could see your potential. What this is reminding me that you have so much potential. Maybe you did really well before. You are meant to do well again with that South Node energy coming out. You have licked your wounds with this situation. I feel like you're grieving and you're coming to, you know, I feel like it's been, you know, a year, half a year. So it's like the shock of it. There was somewhat of a shock here about this situation, but I see you going towards tending to other things in your life. But what is the karma with this person here? What score is going to be settled? The ship has sailed, I'm hearing. Something about, someone's telling them the ship has sailed. They want to do something, but the ship has sailed. I hear them saying they fired you or you quit or something. And they didn't give any reaction to that. And they made you feel like you were very unwanted. And I'm hearing them say, oh, I really could use this person right now. Because they know everything about something to do with overseas business here. Foreign exchange. But they kept you down because they wanted you below them all the time. They didn't want you to even have any type of co-creation within this situation, even though you're really good at communicating. Maybe you're really good at languages, you were a translator, or that was part of your job, was translating a situation. They're not going to have that now. They don't have that situation. Any type of money coming towards them, not happening here. This talking about, inheritance, any type of, I'm not talking about physical inheritance as much as I'm talking about spiritual inheritance in terms of your ancestry line. That's definitely not going to them. It's going to you now. That money and success with what they're doing is going towards you. It's going to bother them a lot because they've been in the business and they've had that power for a lot longer. And they may be telling people, or they told people after this whole situation, I did this for this person, I did that for them, and they didn't appreciate me, and they're acting this way. They need to be quiet here. So it really made the situation worse, and no one's really talked to you about the situation. But I see you innovating and leaving the situation, starting your own business, Jerry Maguire style, leaving the situation. Who's with me? Maybe stealing some of their clients. I don't know about coworkers. Their coworkers seem pretty salty, to be honest with you. It seems like a situation where people are very competitive and kiss their ass. So the boss's ass, maybe your relative's ass here, but they don't have any. I don't know. It seems like this family member is very greedy. They don't want anyone to get on top of them, but it's shooting themselves in their own foot here. So I feel like any kind of clients, they're going to come towards you in terms of travel here with the plane. I see some trips and travel going on for you. Maybe there was a trip they went on and they didn't invite you and they invited someone else, and you're thinking, I'm your right-hand man, woman here. Why aren't you bringing me? I feel like you're a Virgo here. You're very grounded. And you're very good at combining cultures, combining certain things together and make them work, or being respectful at least in adapting to the situation. You have a very strong gift as well, spiritually here, mystically, very sensitive and compassionate. So you really helped them when it came to empathy. It was like you were their heart. But this person said that you were self-pitying. This person said that you couldn't do the job, that you were blaming everything on them and the family. And, they probably said this to other family members. It seems like it's like a hater family here. Sorry to hear. But the family kind of went on their side too and said, yeah, that's right. They're like that and everything. But at the end of the day, they're just trying to make themselves feel more important. The only people they feel important to is family. So this is pushing you away from your family, as hard as it is, but it's bringing you to broader horizons here because they think that they have this whole situation on lock in terms of the industry that they're in, but they don't. And they feel like, oh, you were supposed to just go along with what they think because you're part of the name. Maybe your last name carries a lot of weight in terms of this industry, but I see you changing your name and doing something completely different than what they were doing, seeing how things were running and almost exposing how you were treated and how the industry treats others here and making it actually better for everyone. Wow. So really much trailblazer energy here. And money and travel coming towards you. Lots of jealousy, but I see you very protected by that. I see a lot of creativity coming to you and energy coming to you in terms of being able to bring this to life and create. We have a sunbeam, we have the eggs, right? The eggs cracked open underneath what looks like a heart. So this project's really come from your heart. You're not a nepotism baby here. You are someone who, it runs in your family. It's a gift you guys have. It's a gift that runs in the family. And this person, your family member, is very talented at what they do, very smart, but they're corrupting what they've been given. And the reason why this person is going to get really bad karma for that is because the ancestors are mad. Because you're both in the same bloodline, so we have time slips. This person's a lot older than you too, so time slips in terms of karma is this person could have groomed you to be their successor, but I don't think ultimately you are that type of person. I think it bothered you at first when you got into it thinking, why am I being treated this way? Am I not good enough? Maybe they compared you to a sibling, but they never liked that sibling either, or they never cared to have that sibling on board either. That sibling was doing their own thing, maybe even taking advantage of your other family member as well and throwing you under the bus as well here. So I see for them, time's running out for them, and I don't feel like they have the energy like you do and the experience and the foundation to do anything different, even if they tried here. So that's the biggest karma for them, not having that time and energy. I feel like they're going to be kind of overlooked and forgotten too, because they're kind of an old brand. And hold on one second. It's like they have a company or a brand that they thought was trusted and true, but really they're realizing that it's because they were the only person in the game, because they tried to get everyone else. They're overly competitive, right? So they'd overshadow people all the time. But with you coming out and maybe a few other competitors coming out, it will really, it's going to bring them down. It's going to bring their stocks down or whatever it is that they do. It's definitely, they may even see coworkers quitting, not necessarily go to you, but to go to other competitors here because of better job opportunities and growth. So any other people that they felt like they could push around and manipulate may be leaving as well. Their second right-hand man, I feel like, is leaving the second that they can. And I see your vision's very good with what you want to do and to go ahead with it here. So beautiful. Very much a journey. I see like a legacy happening for you with your family here, where it's like when you have your family or the family you do have, it's like you're going to be grooming them to a certain extent, but allowing them to do what they want as well with it, with their own personality. And if they don't want to do it, fine. But I do see that you have someone that will be leaving a legacy here, not a broken empire. What other... So third house, yeah, definitely psychologically the foundation of their roots. Things might be exposed in that way as well, what they did in their past growing up and stuff. So they better watch out here. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 3. I hope that helped. Let me know in the comments if you'd like. Give a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Helps the algorithm as well. Appreciate that. If you're able to leave a tip, anything helps. Appreciate it. And thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day or night. Ciao. So if you picked pile number 4, the star necklace, this is your reading here. So I have voice, shadow, and boulder is what are the psychic downloads that were coming to me as I was shuffling for this pile here. We have allowance here. So it was like someone was like only allowing you to see a certain amount of something here. You felt blocked off. You felt sad from the situation. You were very loyal. Yeah, playful, but with that playfulness, there was a manipulation to this person. You felt like you were 2 peas in the paws here. Pods. You have Uranus, Aquarius energy. Someone is very different. They really were attracted to that at the beginning, but then the very thing that they were attracted to is what they dismissed and put down eventually, because it started making them jealous as you started to really, the way you express yourself, the 5th house showing here. This is a romantic situation here. Maybe you share children. Both of you might be artists or something to do with self-expression. Maybe actresses, actors, artists, performance, something in the public eye here both of you do. And they thought that they knew more, and maybe they did at one point. And they had their audience, they had their following. But as they played games with you, with the playfulness here, they really made you feel like you weren't important. Some of you, maybe you're a singer. And it definitely has to do something with your voice. So let's see. Let's get more information here. Person could be an Aquarius, but they could also be a Cancer here. So thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors. Can you let me know what else is going on here, the situation? So definitely something's coming to light if it hasn't already. We also have the 8th house here. So it's really by the book, and then they casted you out. They made you feel like, oh, you really had a chance of being in a relationship here. They made you feel like they're always juggling things. It was never the right time. They were so busy. You were too needy here. You were too materialistic. You wanted too much. You were with so many people like this here. It's like bad luck, but I see something being revealed. Something strongly being revealed here. And bad luck coming to them, or the reason for your bad luck coming out. Because it wasn't bad luck, it was something that intentionally this person was doing. They saw you as very prosperous, but not just that, you're very content on your own. You like working with plants, fruits has something to do with it possibly, grapes have a spiritual meaning here for you. You have royal blood here with the castle, and you really, either way, you really hold yourself up very strongly. And you really mind your own and tend to your own business here. Things take longer for you, maybe. You know, we have the snail here. This person wanted to, because you hold yourself so well, this person wanted to fight you, you know? Like the gloves are coming off. Like in terms of the gloves coming off, like in boxing, right? Gloves are coming off. Let's get brutal with this. I want to show people how you really are. I want to see, you know, you be jealous. I want you to see you fight for me. Let's see. This person is really, they're disappointed because you like left the situation, or they had to leave the situation with you here. They really are guided by sexual feelings, their ego, what they look like, what you look like. They had a de-glow up, not a glow up. I don't know what you'd call that. But it is because of a lot of their actions. Their karma's come to them a few years earlier than even it was supposed to come here. You've decided to choose yourself because they couldn't make a decision to choose you or not here. And they made it seem like you were entitled to have the, you know, relationship with them in an intimate way here. Wow. So let's get more information here about karma and the situation. Your voice is getting stronger. You're becoming so wise. People were saying that too. You were around once, and I'm seeing that you were standing with them, and someone said, oh wow, you're so brilliant, so smart. This person felt overshadowed here. They didn't feel like they were good enough. Person is not present in their life. And then we have this wheel of karma here, right? With finding balance. They can't find that balance within their situation, particularly when it comes to like love and romance, that type of thing. They don't prioritize it very hard, but they really truly act like they do. And seeing, because they, you know, didn't find that balance with you, that the karma is that they're not going to be able to find balance within any type of partnership. No opportunities are going to come. I feel like they were a player, and this person had a lot of opportunities and money and stuff to meet people. I don't think those opportunities are going to come to them. Maybe opportunities for you weren't the best. So that's why they played a lot of games with you, because they felt like they could, right? But now I see a situation where they're going to have to choose their battles like a lot better, and people are going to be walking away from them at this point because their charm is wearing thin, and their opportunities and their de-glow up. For you, I just see the bonds just really strengthening and beauty coming out from that here. Yeah. you've seen what you need to. This person has a hard time being able to see. They refuse to see their part in things here. They didn't want to put effort, and they didn't put effort into anyone, really. So they're going to end up alone by themselves here, wondering what went wrong. Right now, they probably isolated themselves. They can't seem to move on from their glory days when they peaked in high school or peaked in college or peaked a few years ago. When they met you, they were at the height of their desirability. So they used that to their advantage. They might have even been coming off of the height of their desirability, and it made them mad. So they kept on trying to get at it. They had this like strong defiance against things changing for them as they got older. So their image is definitely going to be impacted. The karma. This person could be a Leo. Seeing number one, right? We got their image. Sun is talking about image as well, how they are perceived. We've got challenges. Feel like they really played you, led you down the garden path here. Luck is coming for you. We have the 5th house for them. It's going to be infected. So the way that they come across to people is going to come across as creepy, corny, stupid, scary, almost. It's not going to come across the way that it used to other people. No matter who it is, they're going to be like, okay, well, if I go to the... Nope, nope, nope. For you, I see you getting your voice back here. I see you getting a platform if you don't already. Things are really going to glow up for you. I see an extreme amount of healing coming towards you. And I feel like you've listened to a lot to people and their wisdom. And I feel like people are really going to start to listen to your wisdom as we have the crown. We have the amethyst here representing, intuition, right? So a lot of you have really strong intuition here. People are going to really listen to you here. If any kind of sadness or isolation, which has been quite a while as they're kind of made their rounds around, it didn't give them a good reputation for anything. I also see love coming towards you, making a move here. You're going towards somewhere where you feel more at home and loved here. And you're seeking the truth with the moon here coming out of the mountain. So you're coming towards somewhere that you're going to make a home with them. For some of you, it's going to be by the water, somewhere beautiful. That's so nice. Crown chakra is going to be activated. Share the love. And I definitely see great things for you, particularly when it comes to healing. The clarity and how you come across to people as well with your business or what you want in a relationship is going to come off crystal clear to people, as you'll have this new vitality and new energy to you that just people can't deny. People will look to you as a leader because you've been through so many challenging times. The way that you've been treated, people know about and will be exposed, particularly because of what you're doing now or what you will be doing, where you're going to be in the public eye here. This person, I did write down, overlooked, lost, maybe even some of their friends that they took advantage of or they used as their wingman here, who they always thought wouldn't get girls or, wouldn't get a relationship. That person's going to get more attention from them. They're going to be, when that person goes away, someone's going to go up to them and go, oh, who's that? And they're going to say who it is. And they're going to be like, oh, they're so attractive. Can you hook me up with them? And it's going to bother them because they're going to want to keep their composure and their ego and their image, right? So they're going to be like, oh, yeah, sure. And they're going to be friend zoned. So if they friend zone you, and I don't try to mean this in a bad way, but I mean it in a way that, like, for them, it's going to be bad. Like, they're going to be mad because, friend zone type situation, or people see them more as a friend not because they're even a good friend, but because they're going to put a persona as that they're this good friend, good buddy, which they didn't have to do before because they were so arrogant, but now they have to do it. They're going to be so mad about that. This person's kind of a narcissist here, a little bit. Even Aquarius, things are just going to seem very too eccentric for other people here, and they're really going to miss you because you really did accept the eccentricities in them, unconditionally. You might not even completely understood it, but you at least didn't say bad things. So unfortunately for them, the things that they're going to say are no longer going to be taken, they're going to be taken as a grain of salt. People are going to say some pretty nasty things about the things that they thought they could trust with other people, as they still have this ego that's latched onto them even after, their time and the sun has been gone. And I see a lot of future potential for you, connections, and, you know, with destiny coming towards you, going towards what you really love here. And, you know, the 10th house for them being, you know, in terms of their group, their status, even the friends they hang out with, you know, and in terms of marriage, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all here. Let's get one card to end off. Thank you, ancestors, spirits, guides, and angels, for bringing towards me these cards here in this reading. Angel of balance. So I'm seeing a lot of balance coming into your life where this person didn't give you that balance. You were giving so much. So now things are going to be evened out for you. And the frequency of allowance is going to come out for you here, where, you know, people are going to be without judgment, without fear, without resistance to a relationship, to friendships, to businesses with you, and really being connected. And it's going to bring a really good Jupiter energy to you. You know, a lot of expansion here and a lot of confidence. And all the things that have been withheld about your good ideas that maybe were stolen from this person, you'll be getting a lot of confirmation and validation from other people to encourage you and allow the flow of the destiny that you're supposed to go in, right? With the North Node energy here coming towards you. So I hope that you resonated. Hope this is helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're able to leave a tip, always welcome. Anything helps. I'm a trafficking survivor as well as an institutional abuse survivor. So, you know, anything helps to me, and I love that I do this, and I've been doing it for a few years now. So anything helps with trying to make this into my full-time job here, as what I went through is quite traumatic, and I really love doing this because it brings my intuition and who I really am out into the forefront here. Yeah, and if you would like a reading, I'd love to connect with you. Check down below for all my information. You can email me with the information there. And if you'd like to learn any more about any type of trainings that I've done and what parts of my ethnicities and gifts have I tapped into and my inspiration for even getting into what I do, check out my About Me in my channel for my channel description. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more of Karma pick-a cards as well as other spiritual pick-a cards for mostly do like life purpose, justice here. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around my community. Ciao.